Hey, in these downturns I mentioned in my last lesson, I'll call it, with these selling covered calls. Today is the fourth, which my options exercise today. I got in a 17-day trade. Expiration date is April 14th. Um, hey, let's get right into it. I'll show you follow up from where I left off on that last covered call instance there. We'll just kind of go from there. So if you look up on the screen here, bought that Neo back on August 12th. Okay, and I'll go over what's happened since then. But as of the 18th, March 18th, right, last month, exactly 17 days ago, I sold this 7 contracts of the Neo 550 strike price call option. So within 17 days, you have to remember to own this. You have to own the shares, at least 100 shares of a particular underlying stock to sell one contract. I own 700 shares, so I was able to sell 7 contracts. Okay. And so today is the fourth. What's going to happen? Well, I can tell you, Neo was trading down around 395, so it's well below that 550 strike price. So I will not get called out. Okay. If I were to get called out, there's an extra whatever 517. So I would have got around an extra 30 cents or so, 28 cents. Okay. 29 cents maybe, no, 28 times 700. Well, that's not going to happen. My premium for selling this thing was 217 bucks, which equated to 5.9% profit on the premiums, comparing it to my initial investment of 3,619. So here's what's going on with that. I am not going to get called out today. I keep the 217. Now what I did, I wanted to go back and share what I did on this trade since my initial purchase on August 12th. I had run, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 trades on this stock, equating to 1,136. So I've just been doing this. It's not actually the wheel strategy, which is something a little bit different because you get in selling puts. We won't talk about that today, but I brought in 1,113 of premiums since August, and that equated to a 31.3% profit as of today. Now, here's the beauty of selling covered call options, people. Pretty much all portfolios are down. I don't care if you have money in your Fidelity account, Edward Jones, whatever it is, they're all down. Everybody's down. Okay, the fund managers are down. We've dropped. This market has dropped pretty heavy percentage. Over it's over 30% probably on the stock market, since it hit that peak. We won't go over the technical chart on that right now, but since it hit the peak somewhere in 24, we're down. Okay, now with this strategy, check it out. My initial investment of 3,619, I brought in 1,136 of premium by doing this cycle of selling covered call options about every 2 weeks. Is anywhere from 14 days to like 20 days or so. This one particular is 17 days. I've been able to bring those premiums in, and I keep them. 2 of the times I did get called out, which inflated my profit a little bit. Guess what? I like this stock. It dipped back down a little bit. I got in again, bought another couple hundred shares. That's where we're sitting today. So using this covered call strategy, everybody, since August 12th, 25, I've been able to maintain 31.3% of my initial investment of this 3,619. Okay, this is just one example of how selling covered calls can protect the downside. That's what I'm talking about today. It's that whole protection thing. When the market rolls over, I don't have to sit here and freak out about it. Okay, of course, I want to be profitable. I mean, that's why we're doing this thing. That's why we spend time doing this. But um, overall, and I calculated it since that August 12th, I am on this particular play, this trade here, negative like $82, which, I mean, nobody is almost even right now. So you look at this and it's like, man, I just really did protect myself from on this downside piece when we rolled over by just holding on to the stock. I didn't get called out today. I'm happy. From there, everybody. Oh, there's some of my other trades. We're not going to get into all that stuff right now. I just want to show you this one today. So, with that said, everybody, stay positive. Try not to fall into the doom and gloom. There is a lot of it out there, but I'm hearing some positive things for our farmers and our local manufacturing companies and things. It's look, it's going to be rough. There's just we're riding these waves. Um, Bitcoin's up though. It's weird, man. The cryptocurrency is kind of up. Look at bubbles real fast. I mean, how could there be green? How could there be all this green when the uncertainty going on? So I would like the crypto market to decouple from the stock market would be an interesting thing. Because it's two different markets in general. The big money, the institutional money, will make it peg closer, right? Because the institutional money coming in the crypto market will have a similar effect as the stock market. So keep that in mind. But with that said, hops off, signing off here, everybody. Let me cue my tunes up. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Stay calm and enjoy that sunshine. The spring's coming in. It's time to hang out and have some fun. All right, man. We'll talk to you guys next time. There it is. Yeah, I like all genres of music, right? I like the heavy stuff. I like hip hop. This is somewhere in the middle. It's all good. Music is good for this